आता दिसतंय का रे मला?
No, ma'am.
So next topic is the acceptance testing. So basically the acceptance testing is the final level of the software testing process. Basically it aims of this testing is to determine the working process of the system by satisfying the required specification and its acceptability for the delivery. Means whenever we have to complete the whole software, and after completing the software we have to apply the n number of test cases on the given product. Then at the end of the particular testing procedure, we check it is acceptable for the delivery or not. So basically it also works under the black box testing, means we only check the behavior of the system. We cannot review the internal parameter of that particular testing process. So there is a n number of acceptance testing parameter. So basically the acceptance testing is the testing phase which conducted normally after the system designing by the customer or the representative of the customer. Basic goal of the software testing is to establish the confidence in the particular given system. So basically, the acceptance testing defines the criteria for the acceptance or the rejection of the given product or the software. Means we can say that the particular how acceptance and the rejection of the testing is totally depends on the result parameter of the acceptance testing. So basically the acceptance test cases are the black box type of testing in which we only apply the input value on the given product and check whether the particular output is according to the user requirement or not. Means we only check the behavior of the system according to the input parameter. So there is a different criteria which is defined for the acceptance testing. First one is the acceptance criteria is very useful in the acceptance testing because it is represents the customer expectation from the system. So it's totally depend on the expectation parameter. Next one is the acceptance criteria are the condition that the software must satisfy to be accepted by the customer or the end user. Next one, the acceptance criteria which determines the confidence level in the final delivery of the product. Next one, it also gives the critical success factor to determine whether purchasing such a product will be useful or not in the market. This is the basic parameter of the acceptance we need to be considered while we apply the acceptance testing. So there is a n number of type of acceptance testing, alpha, beta, then the regulation acceptance testing, contract acceptance testing, operational service level agreement, then procedure acceptance, product acceptance testing, and the business acceptance testing. So with the help of acceptance testing, we only consider the alpha and beta acceptance testing. So basically the alpha and beta is totally depends on the developer and the end user sides. First, we discuss the basic example regarding to that acceptance testing. Means during the process of manufacturing a mobile phone, there are so many parts like the camera, speakers, button, display area, headset, chargers, flashlight, n number of parameter we have to consider while the mobile phone application. So will be procedures separately by the different manufacturer. So all these part will be first go under the unit testing, means we have to apply the unit testing on the every part which is belong to that mobile phone. After unit testing, we have to integrate all the parts into the single unit, and we have to check the interaction or the interface between that parts. Later, after that, we have to apply the system testing will be performed. Means whole system is ready for the working or not. Means whole product we have to test. Finally, we have to apply the acceptance testing will be a performed before we have to deliver that product. So it is the basic layout of that particular manufacturing of the mobile phone in the testing procedure. So this is the basic example we can refer for the acceptance testing, at which level we have to consider the acceptance testing. After that, we discuss the alpha and beta testing. So basically the alpha testing is a type of software testing performs to identify the bugs. Before we can releasing the product to the real user. Means we can apply the alpha testing in the developer side or the at the developer end, but in the beta testing we can perform the test at the end user product. Means at the end user person can apply the n number of testing parameter on the given product, which is called as the beta testing. So basically the alpha testing is the one of the both one of the acceptance testing type. So both the alpha testing and the beta testing is part of the performance testing. So we can check the behavior of the system. Means the alpha shows how well stock has performed in comparison of the benchmark index. Means we can check the particular system is behave according to the user's requirement or not. In beta indicates how the particular stock's price has been to be compared to the market according to the end user point of view. Means according to the end user point of view, how the system behaves, we can check in the beta testing. So basically, the alpha testing is the first end-to-end testing of the product to ensure it meets the business requirement and the functions correctly. So it is typically performed by the internal employee and conducted in the particular lab and the stage environment which is developed for the testing. So the alpha test, which is ensure that the product really works and does everything it's supposed to do according to the SRS, which is already mentioned in the requirement gathering phase. In beta testing, it is the opportunity for the real users to use that product in the production environment to uncover the bugs and the issue before we have to release general release the product in the given market. So the beta testing is the final round of the testing before we have to release the product in the market. So this is the basic concept regarding to the alpha testing and beta testing.